This is Lash LaRue, and you're shooting the poop with my buddy here, man. Keep watching, keep listening, and keep downloading.
It was roll that beautiful bean footage.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I love that. Bush's beans.
Dude, that's got to be a fucking record with that button. I swear to God.
Fastest check mark in show history.
Lord. Quick draw McGraw back there.
Gentlemen, it's another Thursday night. It's another freaking stew. I'm just joking. What are we up to, guys?
Not much, man. I was watching some baseball.
Where? Underwater? Jesus Christ. You sound like you're in a fucking fish tank.
I got the jacuzzi turned off.
I don't know. It sounds hollow in there. Like there's not like
No, that's just my soul, Joe.
oh, I'm so sorry. The vastness of your soul. It's picking up a little bit on the mic. I don't know.
It's just the emptiness inside, Joe. Thanks. Would you also like to ask him about what happened when he was a kid with his PE teacher, Joe? Yeah. Jesus Christ.
It was a wrestling coach. I mean,
his wrestling coach. I'm sorry. I heard he was a real motherfucker who liked to smoke.
Wow. You remember that? Like we used to have teachers that smoked and didn't give a fuck.
Oh, dude, yeah. My wrestling coach did smoke. Here's the best part of this story. He was my shop teacher too, and you know where he smoked?
Where did he smoke?
The paint room. He'd be back here with open containers of paint going, "Hey, make sure you use that guard. I don't want you losing a fucking finger."
I remember
and that was during class, man. That wasn't after school. That was like 11 o'clock before lunch, you know, making your little lamp and shit.
My middle school shop teacher, like he had a backdoor exit to the building. So he'd just pop out there and just fucking smoke cigarettes. And he was like 6'5", giant beard and shaggy hair, and was like obsessed with Doctor Who. It was the weirdest shit. Like, hand to God, like this is like really who he was, and like he'd just be out there, like just fucking smoke a cigarette. Like I get it, man. Dealing with a fucking middle school kid. Oh my God, I'm amazed he didn't fucking kill himself.
Were either of you guys fortunate enough to be in a school where the school didn't have enough money for extra classrooms, so they put those fucking mobile home schools on the side of the building?
No, I didn't hear like where I grew up here and in high school. No, but when I lived in Arizona, yeah, you went outside in the weather to get to the other classes.
You were at the mobile home.
We didn't. Yeah, we didn't have a gym. We played our conference games on a outdoor basketball court because I don't fucking rain in Arizona.
So, my teacher that smoked in class was in the mobile units outside of the school. He was our geography teacher, I think, but he was also the fucking golf coach at the school. Why there was a golf team, I have no idea. What he actually taught, I have no fucking clue. But what I do know is in the early 2000s, for at least an hour a day, he would have that door to the portable unit of the fucking mobile home open, and he's dragging on a cigarette talking about that Tiger Woods fella's got a hell of a swing. And have you seen his wife? It's a good looking white lady for that boy there.
Wow. Okay.
Hey man, it was Texas, baby. That was Texas.
Yeah. There's no filter down there, man. They think they talk to Jesus daily.
Yeah, dude. That's why I have the fro, baby. Higher the hair, the closer to God. You gotta love it.
Is that what somebody told you?
Well, that's a Texas thing, man. You know, you ever seen Texas women with all that hair? That's what they tell you.
Give a fuck where you're from.
As we alluded to, in opening day.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We're speaking baseball a little later on tonight. We're not going to blow our load, which a lot of us try to do. We're going to give us some time tonight. We're gonna ease into it like fucking gentlemen, which no, both of you bastards don't do.
I don't know that. I ease into it.
All right. Jody, you don't look like an easer to me. You might be a little spoon, but you're not an easer.
I mean, I'll spin on it before.
Good old hot Tua.
I just wanted to make Sean laugh. That's all.
Sean's laughing because he's like, I wish I had spit for my old show teacher.
That's not.
Gross.
It's so fucked up, dude. It's so fucked up.
All I had was sawdust.
Oh. This doesn't enhance any pleasure, does it?
What is wrong with you?
Oh, wait, which one?
What is wrong with you?
So much.
No, you. I know what's wrong with.
Oh,
man. That's just
okay. He meant Jovan.
He did, yeah. He meant me. Okay. He knows what's wrong with you.
It's fine.
It's fine. You're from Philly. That covers
it's
a lot.
Environment. It's environment. Okay, It's why I'm the way I am. It's definitely the way you are. The way you are.
Yeah. You know what? Let's ease into the shoot shit. We got to start with this now because I mean there's no real way around it.
I fucking missed you guys last week. That was a good show, by the way.
You didn't watch, you fucking liar. If you watched,
right,
you would have been like, yeah, see,
he
would have fucking watched it. He wouldn't fucking be happy with us.
He would not be happy at all if he actually watched it.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't care either.
You fucking dickheads.
Yeah.
No, dude, if I didn't expect you guys to talk shit when I wasn't here, I'd be pretty dumb because you talk shit when I am here. So that's the whole point. You know what I mean? Like so why would I want to get upset about something when I was like, well, I can't fucking like come in next week and start talking about it?
It just kind of wouldn't be the same show.
It would.
It's okay, buddy. That's what I said. We do the same thing when you're not here. Me and Jovan do a show, and the time Jovan wasn't here,
I would know that if I actually watched the show.
If you watch it,
you don't actually watch it at all.
Joe has never watched the show back.
Did you watch the show? Did you listen? No, I don't. Only when we get hit with copyright infringements, and I'm like, fuck, man, I gotta listen to this whole fucking thing for literally like 6 seconds.
Of the very end.
Oh my god. Fucking
oh my
hell.
God.
But other than that, no, I'm not watching it back and listening to it. I'm fucking here for the whole time. I'm actually doing it. The fuck do I gotta go back and listen to it again? I know what I said.
It says y'all are talking shit about him while he's here. Everybody catches strays here.
The funniest guy.
Come on, man. No.
It just popped up in the chat. You talk shit about me when I am here.
Poor Dennis.
Dude, that's what the name of the show should be, is talking shit.
That's so funny.
Coming soon, talking shit. That's all we fucking do. We just talk shit nowadays.
Talking shit.
God.
We've gotten past shooting. We're just talking.
It's just, I don't know.
But in fairness, we talk shit about everybody else and each other, so they can't really say we're
constantly.
Gear up, gentlemen, because we're about to talk shit again.
All right.
Hi, what's your name and where are you from?
Hi, I'm Mia Khalifa. I'm from Lebanon.
What do you do for a living?
I am a jewelry designer.
Yeah.
I'm a jewelry
designer.
I really don't understand the slang language that these kids are using.
Well, dude, I mean, she's probably talking about, her work with pearls.
Yeah, that could be it, Sean. That's it.
I mean, you fucking gotta fucking throw a cock ring on a dude. It doesn't mean you're a jewelry designer.
Dude, I know, dude, but come on, man. That's like that's like Jeffrey Epstein getting interviewed and going, I'm an entrepreneur.
Jesus Christ. Y'all leave that poor jewelry maker alone from Lebanon.
Oh.
Just a kid with a dream.
Roll the video. I would like to know if the robotic arm knows the jewelry maker from Lebanon. I bet it
Well,
does.
no, that robotic arm is just a TV repairman if she's a jewelry maker. Like, what the fuck?
Jesus.
Wow.
Fucking looks like the video fucking Dire Straits fucking I want my MTV just fucking robot 80s jerk off.
If
It's
it
a
was
pizza.
made by a computer tech from PBS back in 1979, maybe.
Dennis said it's the pizza delivery guy. You guys,
Oh man,
you know what's messed up? I have a whole bit that
you
I
gotta
do.
admit though, dude, there is a little you kind of get nostalgic for the old Chris
Yeah.
story with my porn, you know.
Well, dude, that's because you used
Now
to.
you just got these kids just showing up and fucking and
John, God damn it.
last marriage.
What I'm saying, God damn, you really took it there. When you used to watch stuff in the past, it would inspire you to do something, to be the pizza delivery boy, to be the fucking pool cleaner. Nowadays, what, you aspire to be the fucking stepbrother or gay best friend? Sorry, Sean. Anyway.
Hey, dude, don't that's
Just
you
sailing
can't
out of the
say
park
shit
there.
like that because there was a lot of lives that were ruined there, dude. I mean, that guy had to make the decision to either suck dick or be miserable for the rest of his life. So I'm sure he's probably missing dick by now. Just saying. It's tough on everybody, man. You just got to get through it in your own way. Learn to love yourself.
Was it like an epiphany like one day? Like, I'm not gay no more. Like that video?
I don't know. Yeah, dude. Well, the heart wants what the heart wants.
I had to find that video now.
I feel like
dude in
Jamie.
the congregation.
Jamie, find that video.
I'm not gay no more. That guy. Yeah.
Come here for? What did you come down here for? Tell me. To get delivered.
Oh,
Lord.
come on, man. No.
Get delivered. Do you believe that the Lord tonight has set you free? Yes, sir.
Yes,
Turn
sir.
around and tell those people. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I don't like women. Women. I said women.
Stop. I can't do that.
Why? Because it's too funny? Or does it hit a little too close? I don't know.
Oh, man.
We don't care either. I
No,
honestly don't care.
I could get in a lot of trouble just making jokes. I don't want to
Could
do
you?
Could you?
that. Yeah.
Could
Yes.
you?
What about me making jokes? Could I get in a lot of trouble?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
No, I don't really get it.
I've heard your unfiltered sense of humor, Joe. Nobody needs to hear that.
We do not talk about the science hour
Yeah.
for intelligent
funny.
Let's
toddlers.
be honest.
That's-
There are jokes that I've said before we hit record or after we hit record that you guys have heard that are just so there's no way possible to record
Right,
this
but
and put
exactly,
that
there's
out.
none.
There's
It's
not,
kind of
yeah.
like being behind the curtain. You know? It's just what goes on back there just needs to stay the fuck back there.
Now that's locker room talk, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
That's
man.
locker room talk.
Yeah.
Boys will be
You don't
boys.
like
and all
men
that.
no more. Yes.
He likes
I
women.
got at least one in the chamber right now, ready to go at all times. Because I don't fucking care. I can't get in trouble. What's somebody gonna be sad or mad about me? Who gives a flying fuck?
I don't like to
get
get
over
called
it.
out
Grow
on my
up.
bullshit.
People make up bullshit stories. People fucking lie to each other every fucking day. Who gives a fuck? It happened. It's done. Everybody's moving on in whatever fucking gay or non-gay direction it's going. I don't care. Nobody cares. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Move on.
Move on. Be real.
But it's fucking funny still. I can't help that. Like, I'm gonna fucking make a joke about it literally until I die. Because that shit is wild. Like
Joey
I had some wild lies and shit said to me that I was just like, huh? What? But dude, yours is on the all-time list. I got one I will have to tell you guys off air, which is really, really funny.
Okay.
Because it was also the second time it was recycled with a slightly different, with a different. It's
told
funny
the same
as shit.
joke with a different punchline.
Yeah, basically. And I was like,
I was like, that's because they had time to go back and think about what they said, and just like, oh shit, I should have added.
I
that.
didn't have to. I was like the fucking Rolodex. I was like right to fucking letter I for idiot. So you do realize you gave me that excuse before, but it was a different person.
Yeah,
and comedian trying to get a better laugh, so they switched it.
The point is, like, people fucking panic and lie and say that and literally come up with the dumbest shit to like justify it. To be like, I wasn't lying, I swear to you. Oh, do you sure about that? Everybody does it. It's like, but like but here's the point, some lies, some stories are fucking hilarious and so like not reality based to where everybody around's gone, the fuck are you talking about? Like, for real? And you know, those, you reserve a right to make fun of it and have a little joy, poke a little fun.
You sure about that?
Exactly.
You sure about that?
Yeah, because I think that was us for months right there.
Yeah.
Same expression, same.
Well, dude, you know, denial is a hell of a thing. You know
It
what
is,
I mean?
and I 100% agree
Right?
with that, because when you're
Like,
in denial,
you know,
you're gonna. So when you're not, you're gonna hear that, and you're gonna be like,
oh yeah, dude.
Like, are
Well,
you
then
fucking,
you're
like, are you joking? Like, this is a fucking made-for-TV movie plot. But then,
no, dude. And
like,
then you get
when
to
you're in
add
the
the
middle of
alcohol
it,
and self-medication. Yeah, dude. Yeah,
you're in the middle
Let's
of
be
that
honest,
fucking
bro,
denial phase. You'd be like, you know, I get it. You're just friends. Okay, fuck off.
Yeah, you know what? The funny thing is, I can't believe this is what we're talking about. But all right, let's have a little fucking therapy session.
Let's
with the kid.
do
I can
this.
use it. I'm not lying. I'm having a shit day. I'm not gonna bullshit you. Here's the truth. You get to a certain point where, and I think this is what I've come. This is the realization that I'm coming to. Okay, I mean, all seriousness, all jokes aside, this is the realization that I've come to, where my head was at when I was going through it. All right. You say he's this, then he's that. There was no more fight left, bro. There was just none. There was none. There was no fight left, and as long as I didn't have to fucking deal with it, I could keep going. You know, I'd go out, have my drinks, hang out with my buddies, do what I needed to do. It got me through it until I got out of there, because if I didn't do it that way, one of us was going to get in a lot of trouble, and it wasn't going to be the successful professional. It was going to be the old tattooed guy with a record.
Yeah,
that
that's
was going to end up taking a trip one way or another. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, this Klansman ain't going back, is he? Nope, not one bit.
No, nah. No. I finished all my books before I left. There's nothing left for me to read. If you've been to jail, you'd understand that, joke.
Bro. I'm caught up with reading.
But you gotta fucking look at it and go, Jesus, how fucking stupid. You just, I'm not even mad about the relationship anymore. Now I'm just mad about the fact that, dude, you were such a fucking pussy. You just didn't. I mean, it wasn't that I was pissed about it, but what the fuck, man? What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, if you go to the circus, sooner or later you're gonna get hit with balloons and all kinds of bullshit, and they're gonna think you're a clown for a minute. But you get to leave, and as long as you don't stay in the big time.
I don't know what kind of circus that's at, but I guess I get your point, because I've never been
to
a circus
like.
Well,
I mean, talking when we were kids and shit, where all that stuff's going around and everything. I'm just saying, like, you become a part of it, like you stay enough time in it.
Like the flu, it's going around.
Yeah, basically, dude. Yeah.
What fucking circuses came out to the Midwest? You fucking savages.
The cheap.
They were flu parties.
Yeah, the cheapest fucking circuses you've ever. They were basically like traveling petting zoos.
Oh.
I heard an elephant with smoker's cough. I mean, that's a whole one.
It's my kind of elephant.
On that note,
I just got home from a tremendously long day at work, and I think the only and best way to relieve my stress is to take one so large and so painful that it causes me to swear that I will never take one again. I'll report back. Never again. Oh my God. Never again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my freaking God. I got tears rolling down my face. Oh my freaking God. Okay. Hakuna Matata Tata, everybody. Wonderful day.
Oh, it's my boy.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been there.
Dude,
it brings to a lot of us, buddy.
Been there.
I'm there often. I'm there
Poor
often.
guy.
That's my guy. He's local too. He's down here in Philly. He is.
He's down here in Philly.
Yeah.
That does not surprise me, actually.
No, he is. He's a Philly guy.
Oh, hold on.
I'm shocked.
We did that one. I've got to do this one just so we keep an even balance on the show.
All right.
If you're using drugs, you're digging your own grave. There's no hope with dope.
Whose grave is he digging? Which one of the locker room members' grave is he digging for fucking ODing? What the fuck? Good God.
Well, it wasn't big enough for Yoko.
Like, what a fucking what a mind fuck, right? They're filming a fucking in character PSA, right?
Yeah.
Knowing full well, like back in the fucking early 90s, there was fucking drugs and fucking wild shit everywhere. Like, what? Like, man.
Well, I mean, and the funny thing
that's
is,
some Inception shit.
Rolling through his bloodstream while he was digging the fucking hole. Oh man, yeah, you might got something. Here's some Canadian bike.
Yeah, like
stick this in your arm and push it
Now,
down, man. You'll be okay.
Fair play to Vince, because Taker's just one of the dudes who like you really never heard he had a problem with anything.
Never
right?
got, but yeah.
But like, of course, plenty of dudes around him. I mean, a laundry list of people. So
I sure
fair
do
play to Vince McMahon for going, you know what? Let's send Mark for this one.
I'm just saying, I sure do hate that Umaga isn't here to see his son break into the business. That'd have been nice, but it was a different time back in the day.
I mean, good Lord.
Oh, shit. Sean, do you have tears streaming down your face?
He's all fucked up now.
I made him laugh while he's coughing. That's a bad deal. Oh, breathe, Sean.
Can you imagine, like, Shawn Michaels being pissed off that he didn't get to go film that commercial while he's fucking perked out of his mind?
Oh, Kirk Michaels. Not even Jesus Michaels.
No, he found Jesus to give up the drugs to.
Well, dude, I mean, Jovan will know this. You might not, Joey, but I know Jovan will. You remember the fucking drug-free ads that Chris Adams used to do in Texas? Gentleman Chris Adams. Who got shot by his roommate because he was trying to kill him because he was high on GHB and alcohol.
Yep. He was the face of the DARE program, man.
He was, dude. He's out there in this like shitty part of Houston talking about gang graffiti and how these kids need someone to look up to and all this other shit. And his boy Gino sitting there next to him holding a fucking cereal bowl with fucking cocaine in it. You know,
Fucking Gino.
Fucking
Gino Hernandez. The mob hit that was Gino Hernandez.
Fucking, I was just talking about Don Morocco the other day. Just shot in the face like 20 times. It seems really personal, dog. I've never had to shoot anybody, but I feel like
you think
I feel like that's a little bit of there's a little tension there. You got to kind of work through.
Oh my god.
Some issues probably should have talked about in therapy that week.
I mean, just imagine the interrogation, dude. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I was a little worked up. I
wanted him to feel it. Well, he didn't feel anything.
I pulled my gun out and I just started squeezing, and I figured, well, hell, I'm almost at the end of the clip. Might as well finish it. But then he moved, and I got concerned, so I grabbed another gun out of my waistband and I emptied that clip in it because I didn't want to stop on 19. That'd be an uneven number.
That'd been an uneven number.
He wasn't moving after that.
Right, he wasn't moving after the first one. I'm pretty sure he was. He didn't know what happened.
Oh my god, man!
He went from watching the fucking Maple Leafs play until all of a sudden he's like, "Oh shit, where am I?" He didn't know.
Did you say Don Morocco? You mean Dino Bravo, don't you?
Oh yeah, Dean Bravo. Yeah,
Dino Bravo. Yeah.
Sorry, Don Morocco. I didn't mean to besmirch your name with all the mob talk.
DDJ must not be paying no fucking attention at all because he would have fucking jumped up and said something.
He should have been up my ass about that.
He should have.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Where's our producer?
Actually, you mean it's hard to find good talent nowadays. He's probably watching baseball.
Man.
We'll get on that later.
Know where that fucking button's at, though, don't you, kid?
Don't know what the fuck's going on, but knows where that button's at.
Let's go.
That's what my ex used to say. Anyway, gentlemen, talking about Shawn Michaels. Give it a second to get here.
Bye. I know this one already. That's amazing.
Part of me
That's
wants that to
amazing.
be Shawn Michaels so bad.
That's amazing.
Could you imagine? What a fucking absolute mark for himself.
Oh, dude, yeah, dude.
I'm the
yeah,
Heartbreak
bro.
Kid, Shawn Michaels. Okay.
Cowboy hat on, hair barely hanging on to the wind, just fucking jamming Sexy Boy.
Dude, he's cockeyed and bald now. He hasn't been trying to be Sexy Boy for a long time.
That shit just is wonky.
I showed somebody my photo with fucking Shawn Michaels. They're like, "Oh man, it must have been early because that eyes fucking on." Oh, like that's Shawn Michaels, man. What the fuck?
What are you talking about, dude? He was looking at both. There was another camera over there. He was looking at both of them.
I'm the star here. I get both cameras. What? It's not right, sir.
Yeah, dude. Greatest in-ring worker of our generation, bro. I mean, he's just one of the best ever to do it. But isn't that how it goes? These guys that are
best
like,
fight story of a fucking upstate New York bar ever.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh shit.
God damn.
Damn it, that was funny. Just a sexy boy.
You know what? Let's go from Sean to this here because I think this is good, man. This is some good shit.
How did you come up with the Van Terminator and the Van Daminator?
Do you mean the names or the actual moves?
The actual moves.
So before my first day in ECW, I knew that it was a way different kind of promotion than I had worked for before. Different style. I was down in Georgia,
yeah, dude, I love that.
Redneck Woods, you know, going, come on, everybody, let's go. Let's go. Well, I didn't really have the Southern accent, but that's, you know, I was Tracy Smothers. Every baby face was Tracy Smothers down there. And that's what the crowd wanted to see, you know, USA. And man, I was intimidated by the product that I saw on the TV shows when I watched ECW, which I started watching it because Sabu was trying to get me in, right? Did Paul call you yet? He's supposed to bring you in, blah, blah, blah. So I started watching. I was like, wow, these guys are, I mean, it's cool, but man, I really have to step up my game and have some hardcore moves, you know? And so before my very first match, I had a pen and paper and I wrote down some things that I'd never seen before. One of them was to stand on the top rope, holding the chair folded like this, and then to dive off into a helo on the guy, but have my body, you know, hit the chair on him. I did it a couple of times. It wasn't that impactful. It's something that maybe I would still do just, hey, I'll do this tonight, but it wasn't, you know, like a finish or it was just one of several things that I thought of. And one of them was, I thought, I wonder if I can throw a chair up, if I could be fast enough to kick it into the guy's face, spin kick it. And so that was my original idea. And I didn't know how the timing would work, if I'd be fast enough to do a back kick while it's still in its arch or what. But then, you know, I guess through trial and error, I guess I tried it with someone and turns out they catch it first before my foot hits it, which I'm not sure if it went that way in my mind at first, but when I did it, everybody loved it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to keep that one, you know? And then ECW for me was always about outdoing myself, because that's what I saw the whole show doing. First time I went to an ECW show, I was just blown away, like right there in Philly, listening to that crowd and saying, you know, how the show builds and builds and builds. And then like, boom, like everything, smudge at the end, everything crazy. And I was like, wow, like how they're coming back here in 3 weeks. I was like, there's no way they're going to top that.
Yeah.
And sure enough, they did. They did everything like that. But then the lights went out. It was a whole new effect, you know, whoa. And I noticed that's what they did. And so that's what I did. And that's when you look at my matches, like I would run and jump over the top rope and do a helo to the floor. Then I put one chair there, jumped over that. Then I put two chairs and I jumped over it. And I don't know if anybody was noticing, but that's how I was challenging myself. And I started like throwing the chair to Fonzie, and Fonzie would throw it to the guy, and I'd do the Van Daminator, started crouching him on the top rope, jumping off the top rope. Fonzie would hold the chair, and I would kick the chair into him while he's on the rope. And while I was doing that, I would get more and more air and slide him down further and further to the other corner, challenging myself. And pretty soon I was like, man, I bet I could just clear the ring. And boom, there's the Van Terminator.
Damn.
Well, okay, two things on that. One, I like the Van Terminator. I thought was always an impressive move. I don't think he ever finished anybody with it though.
Yeah, no, I don't think it ever ended.
I can't say that for with any kind of certainty at all because I didn't watch enough of it. We just didn't have that kind of access. And to be honest with you, I've not really ever went back and watched. And that would be something like we were talking about doing with the matches and different
Look
things.
at you working at shit we've talked about off screen.
No, I'm just saying, dude. I mean, that would be something that I honestly like. Is the hype real? I don't know. I know I enjoyed it. Well, at the time, I always thought it was innovative. It was different. It was crazy, and you can't take away that man's impact on this generation of performers because all those guys that were in ECW are getting ripped off right now by every wrestler that works because everybody's stealing from everybody now.
Give the lovely people out there what we've talked about, Sean. What are we thinking about doing?
Greatest WrestleMania matches was something that we had. The topic had came up. I'd gotten asked last Sunday night. YouTube TV aired WrestleMania 3 live, and we watched. And of course, there's the Savage Steamboat match, which is perfection.
Yeah, I mean, it still holds up.
Yeah, I think any match that is going to be judged as a Mania match has to be judged off that one because up till that point, even in the prior two, that was the best match anybody had ever seen at a Mania. So you're 3 Manias in before you get something that what a real wrestling fan, a true follower of the sport, the art of what these guys do. That was one, still to this day, there's a lot of people that say that's the best match. I don't know that for sure. Because number one, I've not done the correct research to make that argument. I have my opinions, but I don't have the information. And we were talking about that would be a great topic for us to, talk about on the show is, what determines a great match? We know there's people out there that have their rating systems, but there's a certain criteria I think that every match needs to meet. And I think that involved before the match even starts, the build up to and all that. But we'll get into that. But
so I'm going to help Sean out, but we were actually thinking of watching the match as well while we talk through all of the stuff that Sean's talking about. We mean as the show is going on, as we're watching this match that's making the possibilities for best WrestleMania matches, talking the build, talking the match itself, talking about what we're looking for while the actual match is going. So you guys kind of get the full idea. It's not just like we're just talking about a match. No, we're going to be actually watching this bad boy. So, maybe we can do a thing where we tell you guys, hey, we're watching this match. If you want to watch along, you can find it here, here, here. We're starting the match at the match. And we'll give you the build. We'll give you, what we think about it, what we're looking for. And going into Mania season right now, we'll kind of, give you our thoughts on does it measure up to the Dragon and Savage?
Right.
Does it measure up to maybe something that's come on after? Like people think Taker Sean is one of the best WrestleMania matches.
I'm one of those people. I think it's definitely up there.
Yeah. So, I mean, it just really does depend who you are and what you like. But we've talked about doing this kind of watch through. So we kind of have made some additional content for everybody. It's not going to be for everybody. If you don't like walkthroughs, if you don't like watch alongs, that's cool. But if it is something that you're into, it is something that Sean and I was kicking around an idea. So we'll see if we actually get to do that sometime soon. So little peek into what we talk about every night. But
The best part is you two morons are gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do a show where I fucking watch your show, and then I critique it and give my thoughts and opinions on it.
And then we're gonna do a show.
watch your opinions of our opinions.
Watch your opinions of our opinions.
That's cool.
And then we're gonna shit on it.
We just came up with a new concept for the show.
And we're gonna have Dennis watch the show by himself. And
Dennis doesn't care.
Dennis doesn't care.
It's like he wasn't there. Poor Dennis.
He was meeting Screech at the fair.
Oh, okay. So we've talked about people trying to mimic ECW and their greatness. Well, a lot of that happens on the indies, where you get shit like this.
Oh my god,
it's gotta hurt.
Hit me again with that.
One more time.
God, the best part is he yelled,
"Fuck it, fuck it, I'm going to the ER."
Hardest part of the ring, there, buddy. Oh.
Well, I think he was supposed to jump out. He just
yeah. He just. I believe I could fly. Yeah, that was not good.
I just don't know why you would yell "fuck it" before you.
Because fuck it, dude.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna die tonight. Okay.
Do it.
Fuck it. I'll break my neck.
Oh, this is a good one. This is making the rounds for those of you guys who aren't on wrestling TikTok and beyond. There has been an OnlyFans model who groped the living hell out of Charles Manfred Punk. And she's going viral for it. Here we are.
Manfred Punk.
That's a married man, you hope.
Yeah, his old lady's a little bipolar and a little badass. She might not want to do that shit.
He's got to tell her twice. Keep your hands off, bitch. Oh,
well, I guess
do it to
the
Cody.
Story is, yeah, she did.
She got Cody too. Jesus.
I read some of the comments on this one, man. She was doing it to any wrestler that would come over there. They were snapping pictures.
Cody didn't like that shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty fucked up, dude.
Now, dude, there's a time and a place for a bitch to grab me by the throat, and that ain't in front of everybody.
I gotta find the video, but there's an opposite angle video, and it looks like Punk says, "If you touch me again, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face."
Oh shit!
And I was like, "Yeah, I felt that, dude. Like she did it.
Yep.
She did it." He said, "Don't do it."
Yep.
She did it again, and he was like, "You do it. You touch me again, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face."
Yeah, and there's no need for
and
that.
And then Cody, fucking props to Cody, because as soon as she did it to Cody, he was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm done. You're done."
Yeah, moved on
off.
to the kid and walked out.
Yeah, yeah, like that's the rule. Like,
dude, you
don't fucking touch the talent.
Yeah, people want to get on the dudes about us being creepy. That's worse.
That's creepy.
Yeah, that's
well,
worse.
Bro. I mean, I'll give you an example, and I don't mean this in a dumb way, but there's times where you can't. We was watching. What was the match with Rhea a couple of weeks ago? Maybe it was Madison Square Garden. Or when she lost to Io that night. So the ring gear that she had on was a little skimpier than what she usually wears, and I don't give a shit. I mean, whatever, do your thing. But there was one point where she was on all fours and facing hard side camera, and there's a guy on the front row with his kid. And they're into it, man. You can tell. Like, this is a good dad. He's there. Him and his kid are into it. They're having a good time. And she, like, little arch in the back as she was getting up. And he just happens to glance over and goes, "Damn." And he's immediately back to, "I'm not looking at your ass no more." But that ain't what this was. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's reaching out and grabbing. You can't.
No,
I don't
like,
matter. I don't care who it is, dude. You don't touch the fucking talent ever.
Yeah, like that's always like the big rule. You can't touch the fucking talent. And like, yeah, they're kind enough to come over and take a picture with you and sign an autograph or some shit for you. That's cool. Like, just fucking take it for what it is. But trying to grab them like by their heads and like faces, like, yeah, ugh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, dude, back in the day, territory days, like 70s and 80s, you put your hands on a wrestler or something, you might get taken to the back and get, touched up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's how it was handled. I know that's how it was handled in Texas. And I remember hearing the story about Bam Bam Bigelow knocking the shit out of some dude because he slammed into his kid or said something to his kid, and that guy got brought back to the locker room and Bam Bam went to town on him. So, keep your hands to yourself.
All right. Talking about keeping your hands to yourself. I bet Charles Manfred wanted him to keep his hands to himself. Oh, it's the look of holy shit. And
and he was probably like, hey, it's the first time we're working together. Get me with the chop. I want to take it. And then he fucking got one. And was like, well,
the fuck is
that
wrong
is
with you?
That is really rough.
Well, dude, he's kind of giving him a rub right there. I mean, he's making a joke, but hey, that fucking hurt. Maybe I'm good.
Yeah. I just wanted to try it once, dude. Don't do it again.
He said, please don't hit me again.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
But,
dude,
like, that shit
that
was-
wrestles Walter's got a,
Gunther.
Oh, dude, Gunther, whatever.
Yeah, like, dude, like that. I mean, but that's what he's been known for forever is his chops. And,
Yeah.
I don't know. Kind
You
of feel like
collapsed
it
a
was
man's
probably.
kitty.
Dude, yeah,
That's
you
a
remember
job.
the still picture where he's like the guy's chest is just like dope.
Yeah.
I feel like that was like probably the first meeting between them. Too. I don't remember.
Yep.
Like, I mean, it was obviously like maybe a house show, but I don't see them really crossing paths yet.
Yeah.
So, like, that's why I think that's like, yeah, let's
He
get
wanted
in
to
there.
feel it.
Here, like, don't ease up on it. Lay it in, give it to me. Cody's like, you dumb fuck. Like, Cody's like, yeah, go ahead, Punk, go ahead, do that. You take that spot.
It also feels like since they're overseas, they're having a little bit more fun and a little more freedom to have matches with whoever.
Yeah.
And I think that's, I think that's awesome that they're, I'd love to be able to see them. Obviously, we can't see those live shows and they won't be videos, but.
Well, that was
TV
the dark.
ones,
That
yes,
was the
but-
dark match.
But these were
after
dark
all.
matches. Yeah, these were dark
Yeah.
matches. Like that match with Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan in the kendo stick. I mean, she lit Liv up in that motherfucker. We always seen was clips. It might
right.
be the vault. I don't know.
I'm going to do a quick little rapid fire so we can get through some of these real quick to get to the baseball segment so we can wrap up on time.
All right, bro.
So, rapid fire video starting with Seth Rollins.
Favorite Stone Cold story that I've ever been a part of. So Stone Cold is the reason I have a daughter.
What?
Yeah. All right. Flashback in March 2020. Everybody knows COVID shuts down the world, right?
Yeah.
First show in WWE post-COVID, post-shutdown, 316 Raw. Customary for somebody to drink with Stone Cold in the ring. At the time, hottest thing in professional wrestling, my lovely, incredible wife, the man, Becky Lynch. She happened to break open 1, 2, 3, 4 cold ones with Stone Cold at the end of Raw. And that night, she was like, you know what? I think it's time I take some time off to have a baby. Don't know if she'd have made that decision if it wasn't for Stone Cold Steve Austin. So absolutely, hell yeah, slam him back.
Well, I mean, that could have went a different way. The way he started that story, I was like, what the fuck? Becky's a redhead. If she'd been blonde, blue-eyed, and had big fake boobs, Steve'd be all over it.
Yeah.
He's got a type. Like, all his wives look alike.
Let me tell
Go look at his wives, bro.
You ain't gonna tell. Let me tell you how this is gonna work. You ain't gonna tell me shit. Listen, suck my. Shut up. Listen to me. Suck my. You man. Listen, suck my. You will be here in the court on Monday. You'll be here sucking my. Well, listen to me now.
Says when someone tries to force plans on you April 19th and 20th that do not involve WrestleMania 41.
That's Dennis right there. That guy was wearing a Brewers hat and a little smaller.
And been Dennis. Okay. Last one here. I'm going to give you a little backstory because I know everybody's not into Lucha Libre 100%. But
Hold on.
Oh.
I just fucking watched the walk-off for the Bulls game tonight. Fucking Giddy hitting a half-court buzzer beater to fucking beat the Lakers. Like, that team is so ridiculous. Like, they're, like, unfairly good right now. I don't know why. They're just fucking... the Washington Generals are alive and well in fucking Chicago. Like, good God. It was before half. Dude, Giddy brings the ball up, tosses it from the fucking backside of the logo.
And you know the best part was right before he shot it, he hit Kobe.
Probably. That shit was nuts. Anyway, back to the video.
Like I was saying, since everybody doesn't watch AAA, is not really embedded with the Lucha Libre style, stories, histories. There is a very popular wrestler in Lucha Libre named La Parka. And of course, that is a likeness, mask, mannerisms owned by AAA, which is like the WWE in Mexico. Well, the original La Parka left AAA and went to WCW, wanted to do the gimmick, couldn't keep the name, so he named himself LA Park. That La Parka is alive. He is alive. He's living. His sons are wrestling. That's the original La Parka.
59 years old, by the way. He's going strong.
MLW.
Well, AAA wanted La Parka again, so they gave somebody else the boots, the mask, the getup, the name, which, yes, he was La Parka, 100%. You know, people referred to him like the second version, which is normally what they do in Lucha Libre when they give somebody else the mask that they own. Well, that guy died in 2022, I want to say.
Dove head first into a steel railing.
Yes, and ended up passing away due to his injuries. First, he was looking like he was going to make it, then he didn't make it.
Yeah.
Well, just recently, this has happened. That is Vampiro. Vampiro has been a big player in AAA for a while. He's on and off as the booker.
For fucking years, he's been like...
Yeah.
With them.
Yeah, you're not doing shit down there without him.
Yeah. So I am going to cut it up a little bit because he's going to go into a long thank you, everybody. Thank you for being you. But what he does
I always loved his gimmick, man.
He brings something out for the people.
Aw, shit. Dude. This is so fucking good.
To those who know, that was La Parka's music was Thriller. He unveiled a new La Parka.
They straight brought him out of the coffin, Doug.
Yes. Rebirth.
AAA is so fucking wild.
That's a kid, dude. See his build?
Yep. He's still real young to tell.
He's young, but hell, those guys start at like 7 or 8 or 9, man, down there, don't they? Some
Yeah.
of them?
Well, Rey Mysterio said he was wrestling since what, 10?
Well, yeah.
Illegally, back when they had to have licenses, he was like he was illegally wrestling.
But his first professional match, he was 14.
He was 14, yeah.
I mean, he was wrestling, but he wasn't a professional until 14.
Right. So that's a big thing for Lucha Libre, man.
And this is me because I'm not as educated, obviously, on Lucha Libre. I think, I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. But do they do that a lot? Do they resurrect old characters? Is that something that they
love their characters? So
because Rey Mysterio Jr., it was his uncle was the first one, right? Like
was the original Rey Mysterio, yeah.
Okay.
And his son, which is the original Rey Mysterio son, goes by El Hijo de Rey Mysterio, which is the son of Rey Mysterio. So his actual son wrestles, which is Rey Mysterio that we know's cousin.
Yeah.
But it's big in Mexico. They love the familial ties. They love their characters. To them, it's characters, 110% character. The character has to live on. You see that with how many iterations of Sin Cara. When Sin Cara was in Mexico, he was Mystico.
Yeah.
He left, and then you got someone else to play him who was Carastico. Then when that dude left, someone else played him. He became Cara de Oro. Then, there's like another version out now because they like their characters. And AAA owns everything. People get, WWE crap for owning names. AAA owns that mask. AAA owns the name and the mannerisms. So
yeah, they fucking hardcore on that.
Yeah.
By the way, the new La Parka is only 25. So
okay, I was saying, dude, you can kind of tell by just his build.
Yeah,
he wasn't the older kid. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I had to know who was the new La
All right,
Parka.
everybody. Dennis wants us to know that he found this video for us before we get into baseball. That's what that point was. I put you in the fucking face.
Yeah. And he has every right to be that pissed off, dude. Like,
yeah.
Well,
all right.
Everybody's going to get him shit about that, then we got bigger problems.
We got bigger problems. It is opening day on baseball because we are recording this on Thursday night. All the games have been played. Chicago is playing right now. They might actually win this one. We've got videos from all three of our fan bases. Sadly, had to kind of dig for one for the Cubs because they didn't really put out a 2025 fan video. But
it's like a hey, we'll be happy if you guys show up. Yeah,
we won a World Series. We can't fucking say wait till next year anymore and just like.
Well, here, let's start with you guys because I mean it's pretty much hey, it's what we're saying.
Happy opening day, everybody.
Ooh, this is rough.
Just make it fucking stop, dude. Come on.
That's pretty much it.
I'm a little embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little embarrassed. Like,
did you see our record last year? We've been embarrassed.
And I get that, but like, I would like hope for like a little bit more of a hype video. Like,
Yes.
it just, I'm talking the hype video because I hate
That
to
was
say
ass.
this. I hate to say this. When you get to mine,
yeah. Oh no,
I don't know many that could beat this one.
Yours
and
is the final.
It's different, though, bro.
And I'm not even.
You guys have been on
that.
the verge of a fucking World Series
on.
championship for a
But
couple of years now.
But no, I'm not talking about the fucking teams. I'm talking about hype
I'm talking
video.
about
Hype
the hype
video.
Your team has been consistently winning more and more every year, so your fans are getting more and more and more excited.
No, it's you'll see. I have to compare. Like, it's just the fucking hype video. Like, I don't give a fuck what your team's competing for. I don't care how many games you're winning. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just as a hype video. You need to get your fan base hype. Okay, whether you're a good team, whether you're a shitty team, whatever.
I agree completely.
Here comes Detroit's, because we are ending on Philly.
Okay.
This is Detroit's. Mind you, Detroit had one of the best years it's had in a very long time last year. So how does Detroit rally the troops for this year?
Clean water.
This motherfucker.
Dear Detroit, even though I'm from a small town in Arizona, we have a lot more in common than you might think. As I've learned more about our city, it's clear that Detroit has faced its fair share of adversity, which has at times put its future in question. For me, I only had one offer to play Division I baseball, some pretty difficult injuries, and other setbacks that made my future feel uncertain. But this city is resilient, and this team is resilient. The adversity we face makes the eventual greatness even more rewarding.
A city that doesn't care about the odds has a baseball team to match.
From a 0.2% chance of making the postseason to hosting playoff games at Comerica Park. From a 9th-round pick to unanimous Cy Young winner. From a city in crisis to one of the greatest Renaissance stories in America. We're all overcoming the odds. You believe in us, and we all believe in you. Detroit is a sports town and a slept-on city. You don't understand this place or the people in it unless you've been here. The grit and the grind, the hustle and the attitude, the culture and authenticity, but also a community where neighbors take care of each other and lift each other up. I felt it more than ever at the end of last season. The way you all showed up and created an electric atmosphere made me feel so proud to be part of this community. It's a new era of Tigers baseball, and we're building something different. A new standard has been set, and we're about to clock in like the blue-collar people of this city. So say what you want about us, about Detroit. We have unfinished business. So, let's run it back.
Jesus Christ.
That's a fucking hype video.
That's a hype video, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from a town that people talk shit about, boy. Detroit loves that. Now,
I was literally thinking through all that, man. I can't wait to go up there and hang out with you in Detroit.
So
I'm telling you.
So we're definitely, I mean, out of the three, we already know there's a solid 3.
Yeah.
Like there, I mean, that hype video was the saddest thing. It's
it
like,
was
well, here's the highlight. Here's highlight for you. Heart. Like what? No, like come on, stop it. Hit a fucking ball. Fuck, dude. And now we get to fucking. I mean, we cheated the system a little bit with this hype video, but
it's
it's
the A tier. It's shit made me want to be a Phillies fan.
Oh, I know. It's fucking good.
Here we go.
We came, we conquered, we paraded. And when one season ends,
another one begins.
Oh, good.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. A typical calendar year is made up of seasons. But in Philly, our seasons make up a year. For us, winter means it's time to fly south.
Wait, did somebody say fly?
When the flowers come alive in spring, so do we.
No doubt about it! A 3-homer game! The Phillies are the first to 40.
Things usually heat up by summer.
Line drive, baby! And the Phils will win it!
But we like it hot.
Swing and a miss, he got him!
Red hot.
He is on fire! It's a 3-hit
That's
shootout!
that dude.
Well, the stakes only rise.
The drought is over. Back-to-back appearance in National League East champions.
And the offseason,
We're going to find a way. We truly believe that.
we want to keep that as short as possible. We know what it takes.
What a play!
You work hard, you play hard, and you always keep coming back.
They come all the way back.
Year after year, season after season.
Unbelievable.
Never say die. So when all is said and done, you've lived up to your name.
Loving the fight here in the Phillies.
Eruption by the fighting Phils today. The fighting Phils. Stay hot, fighting Phils.
No matter the month, no matter the reason, in Philadelphia, it's always fighting season.
I'm not kidding, dog. I had goosebumps there.
Dude, you put the fucking Super Bowl champs in there. Like,
it was
well,
not
dude, come
fair.
on. That's so smart to do. Like, yeah, I mean, because they have been a two-team. I mean, I know you got the Sixers and all that shit going on, but
all I'm
Philly's
saying,
have been like hot for a couple of seasons, man. I mean,
all I'm saying is Bryce Harper was higher than alien pussy making banana bread like 3 weeks ago on TikTok. And then motherfucker, game 1, home run. Let's go.
Yeah, it's like two teams really know where they're going, and the third one was just like, hey, we're just here so we don't get fined.
The fucking simple jack of fucking the National League.
It was kind of like somebody went, "Hey, where the fuck's the video? Oh, I forgot to do it. You're fired."
Oh shit!
Somebody handed me a phone. I gotta throw this in here real quick.
Yeah, they make that on iMovie.
That's embarrassing, dude.
What the fuck, dude?
It was like 15 vines sewn together.
I'm just gonna say, like, you take out BG and the fucking Eagles Super Bowl highlight.
Still
that hype video is still fucking
video,
fire,
yeah.
dude.
I like Detroit's though too, man, because it was it's about the city too. I mean, they were both.
I like
the
the Detroit one because there was no fucking music.
Yeah, it was
very that shit hit hard.
That was just, yeah.
I like that, but then again, I love the Philly one because it had the right music.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, dude, this is perfect.
That Detroit one was actually
That
was
new
added.
Parka got a better hype video than the Cubs.
Dude, they brought Laparca out of a coffin and let him fucking
the Thriller.
To Thriller, and
I got PCA doing fucking Taylor Swift bullshit.
I know you guys.
Let's win.
At least you guys got that. I did, and this is for the producer who's back there, probably in his feelers because I didn't play no Brewers shit. I looked. The Brewers do not have an official hype video. That's
it's
long.
Milwaukee, dude. Hype it's illegal.
It's
completely illegal in Milwaukee to show any kind of emotion other than inebriation and.
Look, I'm gonna do this. There's one hype video that's kind of a hype video, but it's 10 seconds long. So I mean, it's shorter than the Cubs. So we'll
just get us going. I love the Brewers.
This is for you, DDJ, because I love you. It was a 2-day hype video. There was nothing after that for opening day. I've looked, unless you want like this dude rambling.
Milwaukee.
Wait,
absolutely.
No, that is isn't that DJ?
Opening day is finally here for Major League Baseball.
So, yeah,
my God.
Milwaukee Brewers.
There was not a lot from the Brewers organization. You get something that just says opening day, but that's 10 seconds worth of. And we're gonna cut that because it's just music.
They probably
that's
just wait until after this little series with the Yankees, and then they'll.
There was history made in that series. History that let me do this right. Hold on.
You got this? Do I think? I know you got this. I think you got it. I got this. Go get him.
Do you really think you got a chance, dog?
Degenerate picks last week. I told you guys to always take on opening day the first inning, no scores. If you bundled a lot of games today and you chose the first game on the tilt, which was the New York Yankees versus the fucking Brewers, you were pissed at me because for the first time ever.
Great plug for your business, buddy.
Dude, I mean, it is what it is.
If you listen to me, you're pissed.
Look,
and broke.
It was MLB history. It was the first time that the Yankees had led off with a catcher. It was the first time that a catcher has hit a home run to opening day in the leadoff spot. This was not only a statistical anomaly, it was fucking baseball history.
Oh my God.
You know what is not the first time and not a statistical anomaly? You being wrong about your fucking picks. That shit happens all the fucking time.
This time it should have been solid, but fucking MLB history.
Dude.
You guys at least got to see something cool. If you lost a little money on the side like I did, it kind of helps a little when you're like, at least it's historic. Like I had a historic fucking loss.
Yeah, I'm sure whoever just lost their mortgage is really happy that it was just at least it was historic.
just so you guys know here, peek behind the curtain. DDJ felt slighted and went to go find his own Brewers video. He couldn't find one. So that, I mean, it's not like we didn't try. We tried. It was just not there. I was barely lucky to pull that Cubs out of the ass.
Hey, don't take that personal, DDJ. They're not just hiding it from you, buddy.
They just didn't make one. They want y'all there for the sausages, not the fucking baseball game.
Bratwurst.
Everybody can watch the hype video with that baseball kid. It's hard him knocking over too. One more
Dennis
mother comes
Scott's
to
one
me
he
and
wants us
complains
to
about him
play.
knocking him over.
You heard me say uncommon mindset. We're going to do things a little bit different.
A wire-to-wire division champion. They've made the postseason 6 times in the last 7 years. I call it quiet excellence. Is it possible that you guys won't be so under the radar this year?
I feel like we're under the radar every year, which is fine. You know, it's your guys' fault, probably.
Shouldn't be me.
Don't get it twisted. They got some stars in this lineup. I mean, the Yeliches of the world, Contreras, Jackson Churio, Nestor Cortez trade. We got a Quintana signing late to kind of build off the top of the rotation. There's a lot to like here, BK.
Frelick's back, and he's got it! That's your ball game! They've done it again!
My goodness, these guys are something.
If you commit to this win tonight thing, this uncommon mindset, this band together, it's going to work. Put your head down and you think about what that takes. Let's go get it.
Well, I put that over the Cubs. So that's
yeah,
third
for
place.
sure.
Sean,
I mean,
Johnny just hit fourth.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How did that Torino kid do? 0 for 5, wasn't it? He had a historic day too.
Over.
He had an 0 for 5 Ks, buddy. He got
Milwaukee's a tough team, man.
that K deluxe.
They're a tough team.
All right. Anybody want to close on anything? Or we
Yeah, speaking of Ks, let me hit you in 4K on my Apple TV Plus for my binge show of the week, you fucks.
Do it. Dude, listen, last week I finished all the fucking Deli
I
Boys.
see. I told you. I called it. I was like,
So
hey,
damn good.
fucking watch Deli Boys, and you got roped in.
I did. It
So
only took
fucking
one
good.
episode. Shit was so good.
That shit was great. I cannot wait for season 2. Now for this week, we're heading over to Apple TV for one of my favorite shows of the past few years, Mythic Quest. I don't know if any of you guys have watched it, but it's fucking hilarious.
I have not.
Fucking Rob McElhenney from Always Sunny. It's actually produced, I think, by him and Charlie Day.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure. But this show is great. It is the inner workings of an office, a video game company who makes an MMORPG type game, and their daily chaos and craziness. It is funny as shit. It's one of those shows that just keeps getting better. It's on my binge watch because I just finished the finale of season 4 this past week. So that's their
4 seasons.
Yeah, it's their most current season. It just wrapped up on Tuesday night. The finale premiered. So
I need you to give us suggestions with like multiple seasons because I got done with Deli Boys and I was pissed.
I know, but it's just brand new. That show just came out, so it's so good. Yeah, so fucking Mythic Quest just finished season 4. It's phenomenal. The writing is great. The characters are fucking wild. it's just the humor in it is very. If you think of Always Sunny, it's definitely that meets a fucking unrated version of like Parks and Rec Community type humor.
Okay. Okay. I'll give that
Like
a shot.
it's
I will.
really, really fucking good. So
You just named two of Sean's comfort shows, so I'm sure he's gonna go watch it.
Yeah, those guys are shows that I like. I watch a lot of shit, but
it's got a little bit of humor from all those. It's an office setting show, so it's hilarious there. The inner office and the personal relationships and all the bullshit. Fantastic show. I've been watching it since season 1, and they just kicked off, which is going to be my next watch. Well, one of my next watches is called Side Quest, where it's like a little mini series of outside stories that kind of interrelate to the somewhere in the cast or stories of the show, but it's its own show. It's just like a little
but it kind of ties in.
Yeah, so
I like that.
That just premiered, I think, this past week. So I think the first episode's up. So I'm gonna have to watch that. There's only gonna be a few episodes of it, but
I need to make you an entrance video, man. This is one of my favorite subjects of the fucking show. I need something that's just like Joe's picks.
I updated, and I have about 30 episodes worth of suggestions. So I was going through, and I was like, oh, let me just start noting down different shows, like shows I've recently watched, shows I've watched in the past year, have had new seasons that come up this year that I've watched, or whatever it is. And I started going through them, and I was like, oh, there's some really, really good ones. Some I've talked about on the show a little bit here and there before I did this, but which I'll bring up again.
Ted Lasso season 4 is coming out. Go binge 1 through 3 now.
Dude, I'm so excited about season 4 coming out. I hope there's a season 5. I'm pretty sure they're just doing it so they can get into 100. It needs to hit 100 shows, right? I think before they actually get so they can put it out on other, like on network TV and stuff. And syndication is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but it's an Apple. It's an Apple show. They're not gonna.
I understand.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna keep that.
I don't think they'll sell the rights. Yeah.
No,
maybe not. But the one show that I'm currently binging is actually a show from a few years. Some years back. It's called The Newsroom. It's on HBO.
Love it. Fantastic.
Jeff Daniels. It's an excellent show.
Well, I could take that off the list of shows I was going to share, but that's fine.
I'm just surprised here. Like, do we just hijack segments now on the show? Is that what we do?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just hijack a segment?
We're just taking the man's shtick and everything, Dennis. I
wasn't taking the shtick. I was just saying it's a good show. That's all.
That's all right.
Dude gives his picks every week of good shit to watch, and Sean goes, "Well, you know what I'm watching. I don't know what you're watching, but I'm
listening to what he's watching.
The news.
Dude, we're watching Deli Boys this weekend.
You need to watch it.
And the new season of Daredevil just came out. So
I need to watch that still. I haven't watched it. That's on my list.
Watch the new episodes on Tuesday. So fucking good. And I've seen the shots for season 2 already. And some of the comic accurate costumes we have going on, just
nice. I've got to watch Newsroom because Sean has told me about it at least
it's
2
so
other
good.
times.
It's one of the best shows ever, and it's like there's so many good things about it.
So between me, you, and the walls here, I just found out that my boss is taking tomorrow off because they did a sly midnight email saying that they're going to be out. So I'm going to be at home tomorrow, and I'm not doing a goddamn thing. I'll watch you guys' shows. I've worked hard enough this week.
Oh shit, that's funny.
So yeah.
Well, I think there's the reason why. I'll tell you why I like the Newsroom show. Some show like The Office, I feel like that one for me was a little rough. It took me a little while to get on the bandwagon because I just hated the first season so much.
Oh, well, Michael Scott was really like just sucky until like season 2, 3 when he figured it out.
From the very opening of the very first episode of Newsroom, you're either in or you're not. It is literally within minutes of the opening credits. You are either in with the show or you're not. And it speaks to a lot of the things that are going on now. So That was amazing. And Jeff Daniels, bro. I mean, he's one of the greatest. I love that guy.
I like Jeff Daniels. He's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's all from me, guys. I love you guys' recommendations. I will definitely start something tomorrow when I'm at home not working. Because I'm taking a day off too tomorrow. I'm not taking it off. I'll be on the clock, but I'm not doing a jack.
Allegedly.
Yeah, they'll have to prove it. But
goes to work
wink,
next week.
wink.
Javon, I was looking for something to do this weekend while I was on vacation. I remembered you said you were doing a podcast, and I watched this week's episode. You're fired.
It's all it's everybody knows this is kayfabe, dude. Don't break kayfabe. Don't do that. This is not how we really are. We spent a whole hour talking about your therapy. That's not real. We've talked about Joe being crazy. That shit's not real. Maybe he really was gay. We'll never know because this is just fucking shooting, dude. This is kayfabe. What the fuck? Don't break kayfabe. We're still in bits and breaking kayfabe. I don't know what's real on this show anymore. Dennis, roll the video.
It's like professional wrestling.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Dude, speaking of breaking kayfabe, did you see the episode where one of the little female wrestler goes up to Taker and asks to use his
from
ball?
LFG?
And he looks at her and he goes, "You've been in the business 5 minutes and you're asking for my finisher." You know that if he wasn't on TV, he would have said, "Listen, bitch." Walk away.
Thing,
also, at the same time, like, I'm sorry, but if I'm gonna fucking use something that is not wrestling related and it's a fucking literal like jiu-jitsu move, like,
thank you, Joe.
I'm gonna fucking do what I want to do. Sorry.
My whole issue with that too is Taker's like, she's gonna ask for a move that I've been doing for 30 years. No, you didn't do
First
the
of all,
fucking
yeah,
Hell's
he
Gate for
wasn't
30 years, motherfucker.
Yeah, he wasn't doing anything of that for 30 years. 1, 2 is he took like fucking some jiu-jitsu classes, thought he was a badass, and was like, "Oh, I saw Nick Diaz do this in fucking Pride, so this is really cool," and made it into a wrestling move. And yeah, I'm sorry, you don't get that. You want to talk about fucking like the Christian fucking Mark Marrow story about getting the TKO finisher? Okay, we can talk about that one. But don't talk to me about a fucking legitimate move that I can go and watch a fucking purple belt try his hardest to pull it off in the fucking jiu-jitsu tournament.
Right.
Yep.
You know, come on.
Do you guys watch LFG at all? I fucking love it.
I haven't.
I'm waiting. I'm just gonna wait till it's
I don't care.
done, and then I'm gonna binge it. I'm gonna watch it. I mean,
I got a site online that's streaming every episode, so I'm gonna have to start going back and watching them now.
I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, okay? Based off of last week's episode alone, Elijah Holyfield has it.
That's what I'm hearing.
It blew me away because there's a lot of guys in there that has it, but these dudes have been doing it for a while, so you expect them to have it or at least something. But Elijah's only been doing it like a month at this point, and they make you know that very upfront that he's very green. Promos are ass, but when he's in that ring, his size, some of his moves, some of his facials, he has it, dude. I think he could, if he wants to, if he does really dig in, he could be something.
So the one thing I'm getting from all this, especially with watching a lot of NXT, I've been watching a lot of NXT. And
I love it.
I pulled up some Evolve the other night and started watching some of that too, just to see what's going to be heading to NXT next. These kids in Evolve, and then you move up to these ones that are in NXT. I mean, I think a lot of time we look back to those days when it was just a bunch of old indie guys that we loved for so many years. These are kids, bro.
Yeah.
And they're top tier, athletic performers. This roster has so much. I mean, all the way up. If you go from Evolve all the way up to the main, there's so much fucking talent that they're developing, and the way they're developing it is like basically a pro wrestling college. It's just the coolest shit to watch.
That's such a cool story.
Yeah.
That is such a cool story. But the fucking show ended. Fucking stop.
Love you guys. Have a good night, everybody. Go baseball.
Legends of the Ring Sting, man. This is a great figure, old school figure. Looks great. It's Sting! Old school Sting from WCW. Guys, you know us, 3/4 of the Shootin Shit team, and we're here with a listener just like you guys. This is Jimmy from Super Powers Comics.
My friend of almost 20 years. He's known him since you were 12.
If you know people in Chicago, you probably know Dennis because he knows half the town, of course. But shooters, if you need action figures, comics, wrestling memorabilia, we just showed you Sting. Superpowers Comics will put up their QR code so you can get a good look at everything they have coming. Give it a shot, shooters. Get your superpowers on and get your comics from our friend Jimmy, who listens just like you.
Save 25% on your first order when you use the code SHOOTIN.
Attention wrestling fans and fans of Shootin Shit podcasts. You can now be one of the cool kids by going to ProWrestlingTees.com and buy the official Shootin Shit t-shirt. Buy it now and be there at ringside.
Be sure to check us out on YouTube at www.youtube.com/@SHOOTINGSHT. Find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/groups/SHOOTINSHT. Check us out on TikTok at SHOOTINSHIT. And you can buy your official Shootin Shit shirt at www.ProWrestlingTees.com/SHOOTINSHT. And thanks for watching.